Hello YouTube, what is going on? It's Gussygus here. In this video I'm going to be gold farming and teaching you where to go, what to do, and how to do it. If you want a more in-depth guide on all these places, just leave it in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe if you're new. The first place you'll want to farm is Shraves. In this area you get around 1 to 1.5k an hour. This area is good in off-peak times, but when it's on-peak times you can usually expect 2 to 3 people there in the period of time. This can be a huge problem for your profits, and if so, you might want to go to another place. Next, there is a place near Gunlai Summit. Around here, it is really good for farming gold, and you get keys, which is absolutely 20 to 25 per key raw gold, and you get mats and many other things. You fly from, if you're on Alliance, you usually fly from there, you follow the creek down, and you get to a point where you see this, it's almost like a statue into what used to be a pond if you played the game back then, but usually it's now a hole with some water at the bottom. If you follow it up there to near the gates, as you're looking across, there should be like a wall with a gate. Just go down there and then fall off the little edge, there should be a small bit, and then you'll get to there. I'll explain that in a bit, but that's another place you can farm for about 1 to 1.5k. It's really good. The next thing, and this can be pretty profitable if you know what you're doing, is by going to every Zandalari War Scout and Zandalari Warbringer. And if you've got cross realm, if you go to cross realm assist, which is this add-on, it'll bring up a little window there, and you just can go quick join. I'm on Australian servers, so it doesn't exactly work the best, but if you're on American or EU servers, it works amazingly well. The final thing I'll talk about is basically just doing a large loop of this map. I usually do this, into there, down along there, back around, up through there, around the coast of here, around usually the coast of these two areas is extremely rich in resources. Going up to Gunlai Summit, you go along the cliff face around here, along there, and then you basically go down and restart it back into almost where the Horde mob starting area is. The reason I do this is because the people that bot this game are the ones that'll farm like the Jade Forest or many places. They don't farm in a larger area. Correct, if you're trying to farm in a small area you're going to have problems, but if you farm in a larger area you'll be fine to make it as many resources as you would in the smaller area that you would have been farming beforehand. The very last thing I'll talk about is Tanan Jungle, and basically there are two places to farm here. There's an area just here, which is just outside the Alliance area, which is around here. Around here you can skin fell blights, and also there is fishing there. So if you've got fishing to around 600 to 700, you can make a fair bit of gold there. The second area is this area around here. This area is also very strong and dominant, and if correct, there will be always people there. But because of how many people are in the area, if there's 10 to 15 people in the area, you've almost got instant respawns. Thirdly, the last thing I'll say is if you have fishing and you're feeling a bit risky, you can go along there, and in there, there's usually fell blights in there. There's spots that come up, and if you farm there, you get fell blights, and there's a lot of resources you can farm there. The reason people don't go in there is because if you stand in the lava, and you get 10 stacks of it, you die instantly. The final thing I will say is that if you do the stuff in the garrison, such as the resources here, you do your dailies. I don't have all the buildings built because I have been a bit lazy, but if you build all the buildings correctly, you get a level 3 in, you can get treasure finding followers, and you put them in for missions, you can get a larger percentage of gold. People have stated that you can get up to a K a day just doing that, which is pretty good considering how AFK it is. The two places I would say to find the most is in here. You go in there, you get resources. They sell for about 300 gold a stack on my server, which is a pretty high populated server, and the name is Frostmourne. It's a very populated Australian server. These, I'm not sure about the prices, but they do sell for a hefty amount. I've been told that much. I will now go to the areas that I talked about, and then I will end the video. The first place I'll talk about is how to get to Tanan Jungle pretty quickly. First of all, once you're level 100, you fly over to Ashran. You have to get your... Okay, to first of all do it, you have to go through your garrison, get it to level 3, then you'll get a quest at the end of the table to do with the king. He'll basically send you on a trip. Once you've done that, you get to Ashran, you do the couple of intro quests, you get this teleport that starts here. This is a quicker teleport than many other places that I have seen. You then just wait a couple of seconds. And you're here. You can do your dailies, whatever else you need to do. As I stated before, I'll just quickly go to the couple of places that I'm talking about. I'm trying to keep this video quick so that you guys can just go to where you need and you don't need to watch the entire video. Okay, first things first, this is one of the farming areas I would say. All these mobs here, these mobs, those, yeah, they're killed pretty quickly. But those couple of mobs, and you go down around there, down around the base, and then you go around here. I'll just do it quickly for you guys, considering. Oh, yeah, there's a load of mobs that'll spawn on here around your server. I'm first of all not on my skinning character, so it does make sense, but there'll be mobs all around here that you can kill. This is area number 1. This is what I would consider the second best place to skin in this area. The reason you want to skin in this area is because of fell blights. As I was stating before, when you're doing fishing, this is a good area to fish, just here, because when you fish into these ponds, you got fell blights, and if you're half decent at it, you can usually also farm. You can also fish there to get even more gold per hour. It's usually a very good spot to farm. And the final place I'll talk about quickly is just going up to this swamp up here. Why I would consider this area better is because there's a lot more people there. And correct, I would usually say, oh, the more people, the worse the farming spot is. The difference is with this area up here is that it's on quick respawns, and for once Blizzard did it right. And considering how many people are in this area, there's always just respawns continuously, non-stop. Like, you can sit in 1 to 2 areas, you can grab 3 area mobs, and you can basically just stay there for the entire period. In this area, you just want to kill the snakes, the couple of raptors that spawn, see those ones. There's the rare, which you have to, I believe you have to farm 10 musks for, which when you're killing mobs and stuff, that'll come to you. So you just keep those, and you should be fine. As you can see, it's not a busy time at the moment, so there's a couple of spawns up, but when it's on peak times, you really don't want to be here for too long. You really want to be here for a long period of time because there's quicker spawns and people are doing their dailies and whatever else. I'll leave that in mind for you guys. You guys can choose this or the other places. I would say this area's got about a 1 to 2k radius. It just matters on how many people are here, who's there. Saying all this, if too many people are there and you cannot pick up a mob, do not try and stay there. Just move on to another place that I explained in this video. The next place I'll talk about quite quickly is this area right here with the Zandalarian Warbringers. As you can see, one is up currently. Not very good at DPS, but anyway, I'll just quickly get to the as you can see, it's not too hard to solo on a level 100. I would usually have my pet up to tank this, but oh well, I can survive it. So in this area, I would state that you would use your realm hop, as you can see there, cross realm assist. The reasons for this is because I was very lucky with the spawns that I got, considering it's a very much off-peak time, and nobody's on at the moment. Makes it quite easy to get spawns. But what I'm saying is, it's a lot easier to basically just hop realms until you get it, because you don't need to worry about switching places and taking 5 minutes to get to an area just to run all the way back. It's a lot quicker, a lot simpler. Just do it that way. I've figured it out. I did the calculations. It's a lot quicker to do it that way. The next place I'll talk about is Gulai Halls. In this area right here, you'll be wanting to kill all these mobs that are in very vacated areas. You'll be wanting to run up this hill, kill these packs of mobs in these camps, go up along there, round to kill those, along here, and kill these. The reason for this is these are the ones that drop the keys, as I was stating earlier. It's around there, and When you kill these mobs, you get keys. You'll be wanting to use a potion of luck in the last two places I am showing you. This and the one down at Shravess. The reason for this is the potion of luck is very good in these areas because of the amount of mobs, and it's about a 1 in 5, 1 in 6 drop rate, which is pretty good considering that in those chests you can get up to 11 gold that I've noticed. And I'll see you in the final place that I'm going to talk about. The final place I'll talk about is Shravess. The reason I state this area is one of the best is because if you have tailoring and you have the potion of luck, it can be a deadly combo for this area just because of the AoE that you can pick up in this area. The potion of luck also helps because the only way to make this place profitable and the previous place in Gulai Halls is with the potion of luck, and many of the mob farming places don't work without a potion of luck just because of the resources and the many other things you get from it. YouTube, that's about done it for me. I've explained 4 or 5 areas where I've made most of my gold. The final thing I'll state is, if you have over 100k, you might want to look into getting into TCG mount selling. The way I do this is I buy it off cheap when people are like, oh crap, I need gold. They sell them for cheap, and then you can drop the price up really high. You can make 5 to 6k a day just doing that, which is pretty good considering how much time and effort puts into it. I would state that just always look at trade chat, see if someone's doing a cheap deal on something, but don't always accept instantly. Go check the auction house, go see prices, go talk to some people. I know a couple of major auction house guys on this server, so I can just ask them. Try and find them out on your own server. Anyway, YouTube, I'll see you later. See ya.